everyone. It's Denise, and today is day 4, making time for what matters. And because I've gone through discovering your dream and understanding what some of the fear is that you may have and the limiting beliefs you have, and giving you the options of dipping down into your intuition and then some potential next steps for you, I thought it might be good to have a guest on to let her tell you about her dream, because Brenda Ward is here. Welcome, Brenda.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah. Brenda and I have been working together for a while, only because Brenda keeps stepping into bigger and bigger things for herself. And that's what I absolutely love. So let me tell you a little bit about Brenda. She is a VP of Business Ops and Administration in the green industry of landscaping. And as I said, she is one of my clients and has been for a while, because she does create these dreams. And then we work together to figure it out and make it happen for her. But we have to get really deep and make sure it is a dream of hers that she wants. So thanks again. I love this, Brenda. This is great. You're one of my favorite clients. I will tell you that. Nobody else. Everybody's a favorite client of mine
I
in
gotcha.
different
That's
ways.
good. I can tell I'm the favorite. I can
Of
definitely
course,
tell.
of course, just like kids. So, Brenda, just to kind of level set everybody, before we started working together, tell me a few of the challenges that kept coming up for you.
I had achieved a big career goal of mine before we met, and it had been a goal of mine for a long time to get the certain role. And the reason it was a goal of mine is because a friend and a mentor of mine had put it out there and thought, hey, you'd be really good at this, you should do it. So immediately I'm like, yep, that's what I'm going to do. And years and years and years I worked at it, finally got there. And then I was here, there I was, I did it. And I was just kind of flailing, and another opportunity came up and I thought, oh, I'll go for that. And I didn't get it.
Ooh.
And it was disappointing. And I ended up switching companies and then just kind of finding my place in a new role and wanting to do better for myself. I wanted a goal for me. I wanted to really understand who I was and where I was going and feel confident in the next phase of my life that it was going to be more meaningful. And at the end, I was going to feel more fulfilled.
Yeah. Love that. Love that. And I love how you framed it, where you had that dream come true and then you had a setback, because sometimes that happens. That's just
Yeah.
the way it is. And I know in us working together, we've addressed some of the setbacks that you've had, to where you have gotten so quick at moving through the challenges, looking at the land of possibilities and the opportunities coming to you, that it's like, oh my God. That's what I love about working with you, is because you get it and you're going for it and you're seeing it. So I can't remember when it was, but let's step back in time just a
Yeah.
little. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To look at when I ask you that question, hey, Brenda, what do you want to do next? Talk to us about that and tell us what happened there.
I remember it. I remember where I was standing when you said it to me. I remember the way I felt. And I think you had posed that question to me a few times, and I just kept, yeah, yeah. And I knew that was the point, right? That's what I needed to figure out. And so you kept pushing me. And then finally I said, you know what? I want to be known in this industry. I want people to know who I am. I know what I'm doing. I've learned a lot. I've been through a lot. And through my work with you, met a lot of women who I felt like I could help. I felt like I could make a difference for them. And I put that out there, and I surprised myself. It felt I don't know, it felt egotistical. It just felt weird to say out loud. But once it came out, you were like, duh. Like, of course. But I needed to get there.
Yeah.
And gosh, it just cracked open so many things for me. And then all of the steps that we took after that just seemed a lot more obvious, that I should be doing that. I should be doing that. I should be doing that. Oh, for sure. That was a
Yeah.
great day for me.
And I think it started with, as you said out loud, and I could see it on your face, I could hear it in your voice, like, oh, this is big. She's not sure she wants to say it out loud, because once you do say it out loud, it can either become a reality or it can feel like a disappointment, right?
For
And I
sure.
remember you starting with just saying, I want to be known as as an industry expert, because you're in a male dominated industry.
Yep.
And you know how difficult that can be. And you see the other women working around you, that you wanted to help empower them to see that, you're doing it, they can do it too. And so I think we started with a newsletter article. Didn't we start that way? I believe that was it. Yeah, we started that. So go ahead, keep going. That's
Yeah,
what.
it was just something that I kind of joked about a lot, I think, in my mind. I can't remember if we did it, but just thought, oh, I should write an article about that. Well, I should write an article about that. Oh yeah, I should write an article. Because I'd read other people's articles on LinkedIn, and it just kind of, and I like writing. And so yeah, you finally were like, hey, yeah, you really should write an article about that. Because it was just kind of my joke. And I was like, oh wow, yeah, I should. I
Yeah.
should. I need to do that. So off I went. And that was the beginning of it.
Yeah. And you wrote the article, you sent it to me. I gave you a few comments and everything like that.
Yep.
It took you a little while to send the first draft. I will say that it did, because I
Yeah.
know it was still about stepping into it and saying, oh my God.
Stepping into it was the key. Yeah.
Because you knew that once you did, it was going to change your life. I think
Well, and I
one,
had been doing it in my mind.
yeah.
It was kind of like put your money where your mouth is,
Mhm.
in my head. And with your help, really just having a confidence of who I was and what I knew and how I could affect change.
Mhm. Yeah. And so, I mean, being, I work with her, she knows this, I'm intuitive, and I could already see it for you. But just like you said, I needed you to recognize it so that I
Yep.
could support you in it. Okay. So then from the article, which you posted out on LinkedIn, and started getting a lot of comments and a lot of people talking to you, and you kept posting, you kept doing some more. Tell me what happened then. Because I think I'll ask you again, well, what more do you want to do?
Well, I can't remember the exact order of things, but I do remember telling you I want to, I want to do a speech. I want to talk to these women. I want to sit at the front of the room and get their attention and be able to talk to them.
Mhm.
And you, of course, were like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. And it
Hello.
wasn't just about being in the room with them and talking to them. You wanted to be in the annual meeting on the stage speaking to your people.
Yep. And once I had said that out loud to you, I mean, the ball just started rolling because of course, were very encouraging, told me all the reasons why that could work. And shortly after that, I went to an event, and the person who spoke was somebody that I had known from my prior company. And I was standing there with her, and she said, "Oh, hey, how you doing? What's going on? What's up with you?" And I just said, I'll never forget it. I said right to her, "I want to do what you're doing right now." And she was like, "What?" I'm like, "I don't know. I love it. I'm so excited for you to do this and to listen to you. And I want to do it too." And I surprised myself with it. I surprised her. But from that sprung just the opportunity. It came very shortly after that, actually. I was in a meeting, and another woman, I don't know if she heard me say it. I don't know if she's an intuitive as well, but she said, "I think Brenda should speak. I think Brenda should be the one," and she should stand up there and talk about communication. And I just froze. I couldn't believe it happened. And I looked at her and I said, "I would love to do that. That is exactly what I want to do. If you guys will have me, I will do that." And it to this day, it blows my mind the way that it all went down.
And guys, I kind of want, I love that Brenda's telling this, and I'll kind of bring everybody to it. She basically spoke it out loud. She saw her dream, she spoke it out loud, and then she took an aligned action step to get to it, which was go to another meeting and watch someone else do it. And then she just allowed the universe to bring it to her because it was easy. You didn't really have to work at it that hard.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It
And
all
it wasn't
came.
until after that, yeah. And so then you applied and
And then they said, yep, let's do this. We approved the topic. I set about writing it, which turns out is the hard part. To speak for an hour in front of 100 of my peers, and that was I got stuck a few times. And you said, you know what? Let's do this. Bring it to me. Let me see it. Let me give me the rundown.
yeah.
And very quickly, you're like, okay, let's stop. Famous stop all your interior stuff. Let's get down to it. And very quickly put me on a path that it was very easy from there. Once you kind of sorted it through for me, gave me some clarity as to what I was trying to say, and helped me get it kicked off. And it went off. It was hard work. It was a lot to memorize the whole thing, and boy, I worked hard at that. But it was a hit. I had a gentleman tell me that it was the best presentation that he had seen in that event in all of his time there, which blew me away.
Oh my gosh. See, my heart still swells with that. And yeah, guys, she's saying it was hard. And yeah, when you step into something new like that, it's uncomfortable.
Yes.
Which we tend to say is hard, but it's uncomfortable. And yet it was less than 9 months. It wasn't even that long when you spoke it out loud and you were on stage.
Yep.
I mean, that was it. It went boom, 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 boom with everything. So as you looked back on it, it does feel easy, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's changed everything for me. I have a lot of clarity about where I'm going. I can tell, I know, even as we sit here now, that the best is yet to come. I don't know exactly what it is yet, but I know that it's out there, and it gives me a great sense of peace and calm, and an ability to just keep putting one foot in front of the other, because it'll be here soon. I know that.
I love that. And guys, I got to tell you, that was just a small dream that she had, and she stepped into so many others. I don't know if you want to share after that what happened, or if you just want to go on, because it's her dream. She gets to share if she wants to. That's the beauty behind dreaming. So,
well, I mean, just very quickly, from there, I did kind of become that woman in the industry that people now, they come up to me like, oh, so excited to meet you. I can't believe, I saw your speech, and I see you here and I see you there. And so, everyone knows me, which has put me in a great position to do other things. Within the committee that we did that through, I started a mentorship program. It was another thing that I just kind of manifested. I talked to you about it. I was like, why can't there be a formal program? Women need mentors in this business. Oh, we should do it. So then I just brought it to the committee, and the committee said, all right, if you want to do it, do it. Okay. Found some committee members that were like, yeah, I'm on board. So the three of us formed a subcommittee, and within a year it was launched. It's been going for 2 years now. And just through that, the number of women that I know, the influence that I have in their lives has now spread, and other people are enjoying that same thing. And just the community has grown so much just from that little seed. It's really inspiring. I just feel so happy about it.
and I'm so happy for you. Guys, I mean, Brenda, you know how I feel about all this. And like I said, I love working with you, as I'm hoping you do too, because you keep signing up to work further with me.
Of course.
So anything else? If not, then we can, kind of tie it up. But I want everybody to see that this is how it can happen, guys, easily.
Yeah. Just just that, I appreciate so much your help. For me, I always say that I lack the imagination to dream, but working with you, you see me with such clarity. You see me for who I am and who I know I am, but without the gunk that gets me stuck sometimes and just keep me moving. And I just couldn't appreciate it more.
Thank you, hon. And guys, I want to tell you that Brenda does have an imagination. She did in the gunk. I mean, in the goof that was up there, and through our working together, and she said this, and I've said this, she has come so far that she recognizes when her chitter chatter brain, that ego that's trying to keep her in her comfort zone, begins to talk. And she's put in the tools to help quiet it. And she does that quicker now with each and every time that it happens.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, Brenda. I really
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
You've got something else. Love you, dear.